U.S. Citizenship Interview 2026, Final Selective Service Check on N-400, Part 3. Andrea and David remain seated in the quiet USCIS interview room. Andrea is completing the final review of David's selective service history, confirming compliance before closing this section of the N-400 interview.
David, for this final review, my main question is this. Is there any circumstance in your history that could affect your selective service compliance?
No, officer. There is no circumstance that I'm aware of. I registered within the required age range, I provided correct information, and I followed the rules as I understood them at the time.
Just to confirm, there was no period between age 18 and 26 when you were required to register but chose not to. Yes or no?
No. Once I learned about the requirement, I registered. I didn't choose to avoid it.
And you were physically present in the United States during the time you were required to register. Is that correct?
Yes, I was living in the U.S. continuously during that time.
All right. Some applicants were outside the country or had special statuses. In your case, none of those applied, correct?
Correct. I was living here and had lawful status.
Thank you. Another follow-up. Did you ever believe that your immigration status exempted you from registering?
No, officer. I understood that my status did not exempt me. That's why I registered.
Good. And no one, an employer, a school, or an official, ever told you that you did not need to register? Yes or no?
No. No one ever told me that.
Understood. Just to be clear, you did not misunderstand the law in a way that caused non-compliance, correct?
Correct.
All right. One last follow-up for this segment. Is there any document, record, or event related to selective service that we have not discussed?
No, officer. Everything related to my selective service registration has already been discussed.
Thank you. We'll move on to confirming your understanding of consequences and seriousness. My next main question is, do you understand the seriousness of selective service compliance under U.S. law?
Yes, officer. I understand that selective service registration is not just a formality. It's a legal requirement, and failing to comply can have long-term consequences.
Just to confirm, you understand that this requirement is reviewed during naturalization. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
And you also understand that USCIS looks at whether any failure was intentional. Yes or no?
Yes, I understand that intent is important.
Good. At the time you registered, did you view it as something optional?
No, I viewed it as something I was required to do by law.
And you didn't delay registration because you disagreed with the law, correct?
Correct. I didn't disagree with it, and I didn't delay on purpose.
Thank you. Another follow-up. Do you understand that failing to comply can affect eligibility for citizenship even years later?
Yes, officer. I understand that it can still affect an application many years later. which is why I'm glad I registered properly.
Understood. And you also understand that USCIS may request explanations or documentation even if the registration happened long ago. Correct?
Yes, I understand that records can be reviewed at any time during this process.
All right. One more confirmation. Do you believe your Selective Service compliance shows respect for U.S. law?
Yes, I believe it does.
Very good. Let's move to final verification questions. My next main question is, have you ever had any unresolved issues related to Selective Service?
No, officer. I've never had any unresolved issues.
Just to confirm, you were never contacted by Selective Service asking you to correct or explain something. Yes or no?
No, I was never contacted for that reason.
And you were never told your record was missing or incomplete, correct?
Correct.
Thank you. Another follow-up. When preparing your N-400, did you review your Selective Service history carefully?
Yes, I wanted to make sure everything was accurate before submitting the application.
And you answered the Selective Service questions truthfully on the form. Is that correct?
Yes, officer. I answered them truthfully.
Understood. And if USCIS needed additional verification, you would cooperate fully. Yes or no?
Yes, I would cooperate fully.
Good. One last follow-up. Do you have any reason to believe that another government agency has conflicting information about your registration?
No, as far as I know, all records are consistent.
All right, that confirms there are no outstanding issues. This is my final question on this topic. Is your Selective Service history complete and truthful to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, officer. Everything I've shared is complete and truthful.
Just to confirm, you did not withhold any information that could affect this review. Yes or no?
No, I did not withhold anything.
And you understand that giving false information could affect your application, correct?
Yes, I understand that clearly.
Thank you. One final follow-up. Do you have any questions or concerns about how your Selective Service record affects your application?
No, officer. I feel confident that everything is in order.
All right. I appreciate your clear and consistent answers. Vocabulary note: circumstance, a situation or condition. Exempt, not required to follow a rule. Continuously, without interruption. Non-compliance, not following a legal requirement. Seriousness, importance of a matter. Eligibility, ability to qualify. Intentional, done on purpose. Reviewed. Officially examined. Unresolved, not settled or completed. Conflicting, not matching, verification, confirmation of facts, cooperate, to work with authorities as requested, withhold, to keep information back, truthful, honest and accurate, concern, something that causes worry, affect, to influence the result. Thank you, David. This completes the selective service section of your N-400 interview. Your responses indicate full compliance, and there are no outstanding issues related to this requirement. We'll now proceed to the next section of your application.